Hello everybody, welcome to Strawberry Pumpkin Patch Nursery. I'm here with the newest member to our nursery. This is the Sculpt Charlotte, and I wanted to do a details video for everybody. I was so excited to get off and just hold her and snuggle her last night that I didn't show any details, or if I did, I don't think I did. I didn't come up close to the camera or anything. Um, but I am so in love with this baby. So in love. And let me tell you, I've not slept with any of my babies. And I just held her and held her. And it was time to go to bed, and I didn't even want to put her down. So I had her all wrapped up in this beautiful white blanket with these silver sparkles, or bling, as Julie said. I had her all snuggled up and wrapped, and I laid her down on one side of me, and I sleep on my sides. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I turned over, and it was towards her, and I thought I had, all of a sudden panic set in because I thought I had rolled on the baby, a real baby. And then I remembered it was baby Charlotte, but it was so funny because she was against my back. This side was against my back. She was all warm, and she even felt real. But anyway, I am so in love with her. I haven't decided on a name yet. It just seems like everything came so fast. We were so excited to get it, and I only had one hand to slow a word down, and I don't know that I did too good of a job, but it was fun. So I'm not worried about any of that. I am just so happy with her. And so let me come close and show you her beautiful face. And a while ago I was looking, and the camera is making her cheekies look a little bit more red than they are. They're just lightly pink in person, but it brings out the reds on the camera. Her lips are just mildly glossed. And then she has rooted lashes and very lightly faint eyebrows, painted eyebrows. And you can see some veining in her forehead, on her forehead there. And then look at her precious lips. I mean, her ears. Oh my gosh, look how real they are. And you can see her hair. It's painted as well. And I do see a little bit of a glare there, but you can see how well of a job Pam did painting this hair. It's beautiful. And I'm going to tell y'all, I have painted a Reborn, and the hair for me is the hardest. I have had to redo the whole head. See her pretty ear? I've had to redo the whole head multiple times because I couldn't get the hair right, and eventually gave up. And I've not even attempted to do it again. And then look at her beautiful little hand. Oh my gosh, her hands. And see her nails? Oh, they're beautiful. I am so honored to have a baby by Pam James. Isn't it beautiful? And she let me do a payment plan, so I was able to pay her out as we went. Oh my gosh, she is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I love her so much. And I even dreamed about what I was going to name her. I'm going to take her little onesie off here from Auntie Julie. The little one, or nighty suit is what I call them. But it had a sleeper, I guess. And And it has bunnies and birds and little pink mushrooms and flowers. All the fun things that I like. And Julie, because she loves to hear the birds in the morning. And she has bunnies at her cottage. So here we are. Isn't she just so sweet? Oh, we had socks on. I forgot about that. We put the socks on that Aunt Julie sent us. And here's her little Tootsie. Look at that toe. Isn't that the cutest? Oh my goodness. She is just so sweet. She's got veining. And let me take off this, and then I'll try to come up closer with her. Oh, she is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I'm probably even going to change her again at bedtime. And put that strawberry sleeper on her next. This is so sweet too. But let me take off this little sock here. Oh, she is so precious to me. I love her so much. Her little tootsies. I love them. And then see that side and little manicured toes. And the veining in her legs. I don't know if you're able to see it. It's faint, but it's there. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Y'all, look at the little redness right there where the ankle ball is. Oh, I love her so much. And now, none of my babies have, oh, and look, here's the hornicorn. If any of you watched the box opening, my little girl helped me, Aurora. And, okay, all right. When Daddy gets home, we're going to eat, okay? And she called this hornicorn because it has the horn. It's the hornicorn. Anyway, it's so, so soft. But none of my babies have come with the belly plate except for baby Charlotte. And she is the first one. And it is just stunning. Let me raise it up so you can see her beautiful little tummy. Oh, isn't she beautiful? And it is just the front, it's just a belly plate. And then look at her belly button. It's so newbie, just new, like the umbilical cord had just fallen off. My daughter's like, my oldest daughter, who is 22, she says, whenever I was showing her, her little belly plate and everything, and she's like, oh, and I showed her the belly button. She goes, ew, Mom, that's gross. I said, no, it's not. She goes, that's an outie. We want innies. I told her, I said that almost all babies, when the black part of the umbilical cord falls off, it's usually anywhere from 7 to 2 weeks, it looks like this until it's completely healed and your body decides on if it's going to be an outie or an innie. And out of all my kids, Aurora, let me see your belly button real quick. Let me see what it looks like. Show Mommy. I can't see. Is it an outie or an innie? Let's see. Oh, it's an innie. Yeah. Aurora has an innie. So the only one of my 6 living children that has an outie belly button is my first son, Bailey. And he is now 20. He's the only one with an outie. And it don't poke out. It just doesn't go in. And everybody else's, all my other children have, oh, and Julie, I put that in her diaper, have the innies. So, this is beautiful. this belly plate is just beautiful. She did a wonderful job. And then you can see on the back it ties. And it's just beautiful. So I didn't even, I'm like, gosh, I don't, she's so snuggly and cute. I don't care that it's summertime. You know, in the summertime when it's so hot outside, who really takes their babies out in that heat all day long or whatever? Anyway, you stay inside where it's nice and cool and keep them cool. Now, there was, you know, a day or two where we would go out, you know, to do something and we were out in the heat, but that didn't happen very often. And so most of it, in their hands, you know, their hands are always so cold. So I don't know. What I have taken out for her to wear is this floral onesie. And it is called Modern Moments. I know, baby. Hang on just a little bit longer, okay? And it's size newborn. Do you want to tell Julie anything for all the pretty things she sent us? Sister? She's watching. Okay, y'all please don't think bad about me. But sometimes when I need maybe not such loudness, I allow her to watch a phone that's been passed down. And that's what she's doing right now. You can probably hear in the background little music playing. And that's what she's doing. She's watching it. Sister, Bella, Aurora Bella, do you want to tell Julie, Auntie Julie, anything for giving us all the pretty stuff? You want to tell her something? She's just hungry right now, Auntie Julie. I want to tell her thank you. I'm glad she sent everything. Are you? Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll have to get more. I'll have to put the phone up next time so we can actually talk to her. But I have 2 more children in this house, and you wouldn't know it, and that is because they are sleeping. Yes, that's right. It is after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, this is going to be beautiful on her. I'm trying to figure out what to name her, guys. I don't know. She's just so pretty. And honestly, the name Violet has been in my mind. I don't know. I don't know if I should name her. I don't know. I'm going to look. I like to Google names. So I'm going to Google some names and see. You know what? I don't know. I've wanted the name Selah for one of my babies, and I haven't named any of my babies that yet. So I'm still going to do some Googling because I don't know if that's her name or not. You know when that name hits, if it's the name. Anyway, this is a little big on her. She could probably wear a preemie. Okay, baby, just hang in there, okay? And then we're going to have Skittles. You want some Skittles and salad? She calls taquitos Skittles. So, I know. Just hang in there, honey. She's been swimming. And so, you know, when you get out of the swimming pool, how you think you're starving. But anyway, and so I have the little mauve colored, little string, pants to put on her, and they're also size newborn. She could she could even wear a preemie size. Hang on, I'm trying to get this, there it is. Okay. These will be cute. They'll be nice and roomy for her. But also, if I wanted something to fit a little bit more snug, a preemie size would work for her. Oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. She's so pretty. Her coloring, and see, and I just love the colors pink. So her, and it just goes perfect with her complexion, pink. Oh, oh, that's so sweet. Little rose is showing. Okay, and now, oh, she just sleeps. She's such a good sleeping baby. She never woke me up at all last night. I woke myself up. I think she's one of the best sleeping babies I have ever had. Aurora was every 2 hours because I was nursing. And if you're nursing, you should nurse every 2 hours, at least until they're much older, because Aurora's sugar level dropped when I first had her. She was super tiny. We were both really sick through the pregnancy. And they actually induced, and they thought she was going to be, because I had developed diabetes, and they actually thought gestational diabetes, and they actually thought she was going to be a bigger baby. And they even did the ultrasound, and it's like, oh, she's, all of my other babies were 7-pounders, and they actually thought she was at 7 pounds. But I had, like I said, developed gestational diabetes, and also preeclampsia. And so I was really, really sick. And for some reason, her heartbeat, oh, she's just gorgeous. Her heartbeat was elevated, but she wasn't moving. And then we're going to put this hair bow right here. It's a mauve color. Look really pretty. It matches. And this is from Auntie Julie. I hope y'all could see that. Beautiful little flower on it. Lacy headband. Oh, Lacy. Should her name be Lacy? I don't know. What do y'all think? My little Lacy. Oh, look how sweet she is. Oh, she's so gorgeous. And we've got this Passy. Oh, look. Oh, and that Passy, it really sticks too. Well, anyway, Aurora, her heartbeat was elevated, but she wasn't moving. They didn't know what was going on, and they had tested my urine. I had lots of protein in my urine, which means preeclampsia, and and like I said, the diabetes. Well, so they said, "Oh, you're going in the hospital. We're having a baby today because we don't know what's wrong with her." So they admitted me to the hospital. They waited for my husband to get there. They allowed me to have an epidural because I had my baby so quickly. They allowed me to have an epidural before they started my Pitocin, which I'm so grateful for. I'm not, I mean, at one point I was all about the natural, and that was, until I hit a 4 centimeters with my very first baby, and then I was like, bring the epidural now. You told me past 3, I'm past 3, I need that epidural. So kudos to all you mommies that can take it and do it. I mean, that's amazing. I read an article somewhere, and yes, I know, rabbit trails with me, but I read an article one time that a woman in full-blown hard labor is compared to breaking 27 bones in your body all at once. So that's what I tell men when they ask, what does it feel like? Well, that's what it feels like. Break 27 bones all at one time, and you have it. Anyway, so after I had her, she was, or before I had her, sorry, I lost track. Okay, it's almost time, let me think, train of thought. well, they broke my water, and for some reason, this was unusual for me, but they, like, really shoved and pushed all the water out of me. And that was the first time out of all my 6 children that they ever did that. They just kind of let it come out on its own before. And if this is too much detail for somebody, I'm sorry. But it's all natural. I mean, it's life. Having babies, that's just life. If you're wanting children, this is what happens. Or, similar anyway. But her heart then would, like, stop at points. So they had me rolled to my side to see if that would help her heartbeat. And it didn't. It kept stopping. So they put fluid back into me to give her room to move around, and that was much better for her. Then it didn't do that anymore, but it was still really elevated, her heart rate. So when it came time to have her, I was it was such a special moment because my oldest daughter, Natalie, was in the room. I wanted all my kids there, but I have some boys that say no way, that wouldn't be there, and that's fine. I don't want to do anything to make them uncomfortable or sick. But Natalie was there, so she was right there. The doctor let her be right there beside her as Aurora was born, and it was amazing. Natalie was there. My husband was there. My oldest son, Bailey, was there. My son Madison refused to come. He did not want any part of it. And then, of course, my other son, Kagan, did not want to be in the room. And then my son, Mason, wasn't there.
Mom,
what, baby?
Were you even at Aurora? I was coming to the hospital with
Yes,
me.
yes.
Like every single day, like one day, you usually come, and then we go home, then we come back.
Yes, that's right. Y'all came to visit, didn't you? Yeah. So anyway, Aurora was born, and they discovered very quickly why her heart rate was elevated. God blessed that little girl, Aurora, with an extra foot of umbilical cord. Saying that, she had done somersaults in my tummy and tied 2 knots in the umbilical cord. So she was having a hard time getting oxygen and the things that she needed because of the knots. So thank you, God, for being there with us that day and making sure she was delivered that day. And once she was delivered, she was perfect. But she weighed only 5 pounds, 15 ounces. 5 pounds, 15 ounces. She was the tiniest baby of all of them, and but she was feisty. When it came to nursing, she latched right on. She didn't give me a hard time with nursing. She was an all-around good, healthy baby once she was born. Anyway, I've talked your ears off, everybody, and I'm so happy to share my new baby with you. And we are so in love with her. She is just beautiful. So we thank you all for coming to watch, and all you moms out there, remember, even busy moms can play with babies too. Baby dolls, that is.